I'm Josh aka Kaminari, and in this video we're going to be talking about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, because I recently bought it, and also going to discuss, general plans for this year and goals and etc. So I hope you stick around because, yep, I think this is going to be interesting. I think this is going to be interesting. So, basically, the plan is for this series is I'm going to stream the rest of it, and this is kind of just an introduction, but also a bit of a discussion in terms of like talking about what I've been up to during the couple days break I took, and plans to readjust the channel so it's not just like shitting out shorts every day, because I kind of was like testing out whether I could post every day, but also the posting every day didn't feel like meaningful, so reorganizing and making it so I'm not trying to be like, oh, I want to post every day because I just want to. I want to have like a level of structure and make sure I'm taking breaks consistently so I don't burn out again, so having a bit of a rhythm, because the way I work is once I get into a pattern, then I kind of just do it, and it's not really like, I'm not thinking of it as work. But also, the way I was going, I suddenly realized, oh, if I constantly have all of this scheduled, at a certain point I will there will be videos that just never see the light of day, or shorts that never see the light of day, because I'm posting every day, and at some point I'll either continue doing it consistently, or I'll burn myself out, and then that short I scheduled is like the last thing you'll see from me for a year or something. So I want to adjust, but also when I need to take a big break, it just means that I'm happy with where the channel is, but also where I'm going, I'm going to make sure I can work on the go, as in maybe having a laptop by the end of the year, stuff like that. But you need to save for those things, so I have to figure stuff like that out. But yeah, I recorded this video before and I suddenly realised the footage was way too much, so I went for just having the footage play in the background and me just discuss over it, just because it felt more, it felt like I have more to say now, in terms of oh, I've done it before, a bit more structure to it, but also just talking for half an hour and struggling to think of a topic was very evidently difficult, and you could hear it in the video. So yeah, trim down the footage and then just sit down and have a nice discussion. So probably some My Hero content before One's Justice will come out, because stupid things have happened in that game for me personally, and I need to tell someone about it. So why not this channel? So yeah, I'm planning to get that solo leveling game, so maybe I'll stream that at some point. Hytale is coming out, and I'm obviously going to stream that. Modded Minecraft shorts will probably occasionally be sprinkled in, but I'll probably won't stream it because it's a private server for my friends and me. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to the year, and I'm finally able to record and not feel awkward. So yeah, it's good. But this game I'm enjoying it so far, but Barry's a little shit. Dawn's alright. The mum is solid. And I'm like face blind to Professor. He's just Professor Oak in a wig at this point to me. I do not care about the lad. But yeah, I want to kind of make sure I'm prepared for streams with this, so I will be like grinding stuff offline. But if when it comes to story mode, I won't touch it unless I'm on stream. But yeah, catching Pokemon and stuff, I'll probably have like a start of stream where it's like, here's what I've done offline, because that way no one's wasting their time. Because rather than worrying about like, oh, if I don't record it while I'm doing it, how am I going to prove that I didn't cheat? I don't care if you think I cheated. There are bigger fish to fry. Like, if you think I cheated, sure, but like, not only is it a Switch and it's a lot more effort to cheat with a Nintendo, because Nintendo are scared of anyone touching their console in the wrong way, or looking at it in the wrong way, or breathing on it in the wrong way. So yeah, the most you'll see is, you know, the shell swaps and stuff. I'm making it look aesthetic so I can play the game, not hack it. So yeah, Sonic Racing I'm probably going to get on the Switch at one point. Oh, I'm going to get it this year. I'll be moving rooms, so maybe in terms of recording, stuff will be a little different, I guess, for me personally. But that won't affect you, that's just me. Still funny to me in Pokemon games where you're just like running into random strangers, beating up their pets, and then stealing their money. It'll never not be funny to me. Yeah. From what I've heard, I don't think people like this remake because it just kind of treads the same ground as the original, and it doesn't add anything, because basically, apparently there were other remakes that like expanded and basically made it so if you played the first game, you essentially played an inferior version. Which, to be fair, so I understand that from that front. If you make a remake, you don't want to just make a remake. You want to expand on things you couldn't do before and like push certain things, because, you know, things change. So like, if you were going to make a remake of like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, you'd probably adjust the third movie so Venom is more fleshed out and Sandman is more fleshed out. You'd probably make it slightly longer, you know, like stuff like that, where you're not bound by the limitations of the times of you're in anymore. So there are different things you can go. The same, and it's more extreme with video games, because Diamond and Pearl back then compared to now, you can categorically do a lot more. But I understand that people just felt like it was lazy. But at the same time, I'd rather a remake play it safe than the mainline games not only play it safe, but also be buggy pieces of shit, and also have the audacity to not be fun, and just and have multiplayer be, you can play Pokemon 2 feet away from your friends, but you can't do the game together. You just have to do the story mode, then come back and play with your friends, which felt very stupid, because it basically just meant we're just joining the same lobby. Like, we know, I bought the game specifically to play it with friends, and it was like fun, but the raids were fun, but like that's it. Everything else was like, why am I here to do the story when I can't do it with them? Kind of defeated the point of going for a co-op experience when you kind of half-ass it, which I feel like Pokemon does a lot with things. It's like 1 step forward, but 25 back. unfortunate. But hopefully after AZ, they figure out their shit, because yeah, if you're a Pokemon fan, there are probably things to enjoy, but the problem is that it's very evidently lazy, especially if you compare to Arceus. There are people who don't like Arceus, but the problem is it did something different, and there was enough there that, oh, this is like a massive step up from Sword and Shield, but also it feels like a modern day Pokemon game, not just like a DS game ported to the Switch. Like, taking advantage of the hardware, because as much as people shit on the Switch, it can do things. It's just you need to not be be focused on, oh, here's all of the things I can't do with it. And I feel like that's where a lot of games fail, when they're just like, oh, I can't have super high res graphics, so let me try and make it high res graphics, but like downgrade it or make it really buggy and then not fix the bugs because I don't have enough storage space, when games were doing miracles with 2 gigabytes like 20 years ago, and things have only got better and easier to code. So it feels like an excuse when I may not know much about coding, but I know that things have improved and been made easier with each year in terms of like making games. So if there are people in their bedrooms making like indie games that are like selling out AAA, it's really hard for me to like pity you, especially when you're the biggest franchise in the world and you're continuing to drop the ball. So yeah, that was a bit of a rant, but yeah, I just remember I was really disappointed with Scarlet and Violet to the point where I sold it. I sold Arceus because I wasn't playing it, but like that one was like I needed the money for something else, so I'm planning to buy it again. Obviously, probably play it for the channel, but yeah, it's very frustrating when you're like, even as someone who's new to the franchise, watching it go downhill, and then people not only saying the people who are criticizing stuff are just they don't have any right to complain. Like, I still remember when Sword and Shield came out and watching playthroughs, and people just statements were just, "This is fine. Oh, this is not a big deal." When that's the entire argument people are saying. That's the problem. It's just fine. You are making it's the first game, official Pokemon game on a home console, and it's just fine. Like, that's not good enough. They can afford to do more, and they chose not to. Cobblemon has definitively proved that they can do more. Power proved they can do more, but they're still suing them and then making a shit game. So if anything, they're just driving people towards the competition. Yeah, so ain't that fun. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that shit show that I did, because I was underleveled for that fight. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you later. Ta-ra!